Howdy Neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, we're going to be taking a look at The Matrix. Now, before we get started, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe so you can keep watching my live stream every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, or my theory videos, which come out any random day of the week. So, The Matrix. Now, if you're familiar with The Matrix, you've probably heard this theory before. I know I have a million times. But the reason we're here isn't to repeat the whole theory. It's just to give a little bit of insight and my own personal reflections on this theory. So, as the theory goes, Neo never actually woke up from the Matrix. Anytime anybody takes a red pill and they're being taken to the alleged free world, they're actually in just another layer of the Matrix where they perceive all the programming differently to trick the mind into believing that they've been freed. It's just a level of control by the Matrix to keep the human race in check. So, that theory. Here's where my own personal insights come from. If you remember the character Switch, in the movie, Switch was supposed to take the red pill, wake up, and find out that she wasn't actually a she. She was supposed to wake up and find out that she was a he, and for whatever reasons, they left this out of the original cut of the movie. And I think that it's actually going to come to play later on in the series. You see, humans, aside from the ones that are born in Scion, are actually grown. They have no families, no ancestors, no genetic links for who they should look like. They have no inherent traits. And because of this, they're programmed to look like each other. They're programmed to look like they're all related while they're in the simulation. So whenever Neo takes the red pill and wakes up, theoretically, he shouldn't look like Thomas Anderson did in the simulation. That's just his digital self-projection, like Morpheus told him whenever they jacked him in to their learning program. And so, whenever Neo woke up, he could have looked like some other random white guy, or a black guy, or a Hispanic guy, or an Asian guy, or a girl. He could have been blonde, he could have been a redhead, he could have had blue eyes, green eyes. That he could have looked like any other person than what Neo looked like. But because that is his digital self-projection and he is still in the Matrix, you see him as Thomas Anderson. And so my other thoughts on that were, since the Wachowskis are transgendered women now, does that mean that transgendered people in the Matrix are actually subconsciously aware that they're living in a simulation? You see, let's say a man is born in the Matrix, a male is born in the Matrix, and he feels that he is a she, but biologically the Matrix is telling him, her, that she's a man. You're a man, and then you're unplugged, boom, female. Total mind blow. And if you're still not 100% convinced about that, let's look at another piece of evidence. Are you familiar with the Spoonboy? Of course you are. In the original Matrix movie, Spoonboy lets Neo know that they're living in a simulation and that the spoon that he's bending isn't actually there. And in Matrix 2, Neo gets a message from Spoonboy, or at least we assume it's from Spoonboy, because as he opens the package that he's gotten, it's a spoon. And we, the audience, were led to believe that, oh, he must have found Spoonboy, freed him, and now he's living there in Scion. And while that may be the case, he is not living in the one simulation in the Matrix. He is now living in Scion, but he also sent Neo a spoon to remind him that he is still living in a simulation, because there is no spoon. Well, that's my theory. Let me know what you think down in the comments, Stallions. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.